Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 as Yemen. Now, where we left off, my ally was getting his, or my vassal was getting demolished because he didn't actually jump into the fight when he should have because he's worthless. So I'm going to tell my vassals now, I'm tired of this happening. I'm going to tell them, you need to attach. Where is the attach button? And I'm going to set both of these armies to allow attaching, because I am just getting tired of I'm just getting tired of my armies being separated and caught and not doing what they need to be doing, and the Ottomans gone this mad way around when they should really just focus on sieging down the north. Quarantine the port, yes. If you do, always quarantine the port. If you don't quarantine the port, bad things will happen for you, let me tell you. Lang Zhang, the internal conflicts. Well, there's Ming himself. The size of him. Jesus Christ. So we may need to slacken our recruitment standards again. Let's talk to the emirs. We'll get 3,000 manpower out of them. We'll slacken our standards again. It gives us 10,000 manpower to go into the fight with. Now, this time, we're going to be unified with the Ottomans. That's the goal. I want this Ottoman army to stay down here. I'm going to be paying a lot more attention to my armies because it's been going pretty rough when I don't pay perfect attention to what my armies are doing and stuff. Come under the occupation of the Mamluks. Yeah, you're welcome for it. You can have it if you want. Power projection is dipping down. I need to find an enemy to send an insult to. Wait, who's my rivals? Who are my rivals? Adal, Yemen. No, here. Mamluks, Ethiopia, and Mushasha. Can I insult Mushasha? There we go. So insulting Mushasha gave me +5 power projection, so that'll get me another year or two of having 50 power projection. My lack of prestige is definitely happening here, as well as my lack of military tech. But we're going to be taking all this down, which is good. I only need to get the war score up to a certain amount. Now their enthusiasm has to start dipping down here. I think once it gets to medium, you can kind of say, here, look, it's time to drop the swords here and see if we can do something else with our time. But the war exhaustion in the Mamluks has to be getting pretty powerful. Now, the Ottomans are getting in a bad shape as well. So we need to start occupying the Mamluks more. Ottomans, what are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going, Ottomans? Other than causing me a bajillion in terms of attrition. Why would you possibly go down this way? I wish I understood why the AI made the decisions it made. Okay, we have an army attached to us, that's Medina. Little bit of a fight going on here with Wallachia. The Mamluks discovered our agent. Let's keep an eye out for these armies. We need to pay attention to what we're doing. There, we've got a big huge stack here, just taking a bajillion. Stop. I can't get out of this. We're gonna have to fight it. The Ottomans are moving in as well. I'm going to pull my armies out, let the Ottomans fight the last bit of the battle. We lost it! What? Why didn't you stay to fight? I pulled my troops out so your troops could fight on the front line. Alright, whatever. I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to look for a softer piece here. I don't want you to release a nation. I want the Ottomans to get 2 provinces. Because that'll keep them happy. We clear offer, right? Clear offer. I want these 3 provinces. And I want the Ottomans to get these 2 provinces. And then I want you to give me money. Okay. That's good enough. Because if we stay in this war any longer, we'll just have to accept that we're only taking a small bite out of them. That's just, we have to accept it. Because our war exhaustion is starting to get high. We've got a million pressing issues. So let's go for it. And plus, now we get to conquer provinces that have the institution, I think. And by getting the Ottomans a couple of provinces, we actually increased our trust with them, which means we don't have to wait as long to get another favour. So let's core up my land. Make core, make core, make core. Need a little bit of points there. Let's put our armies in the right places. Increase autonomy here. May as well. These things aren't going to be doing nothing for us anyway. For a long time. I'd rather lose the prestige and legitimacy. The money's quite... I mean, I have a lot of money, but the money is quite nice to have. Now, it might be worth it to start dropping a few regimental camps and a few barracks. Like over here. That's the perfect spot for a barracks. Okay, let's have a look here. Urbanization. While only a small portion of our population live in cities, the growing prosperity of the merchant guilds is attracting an increasing number of people from the countryside. Some cities are growing so quickly that existing problems in terms of sanitation and overcrowding have gone from troubling to catastrophic, according to the Merchant Guild. The poor have taken up residence outside the city walls, where filthy suburbs have sprung up and disease thrives. The Merchant Guilds finds the situation intolerable and are now requesting that the state step in order to help both in terms of resources and enforcement of the rules outside of the walls. Only this way can the increasing urbanization actually lead to something good. Let's have a look. This will give me base tax in all of the provinces that have the Merchants Guild available to them. If I go in here and have a check of that. So that's pretty much base tax all along the coastline, which is quite nice actually. So let's go ahead. We'll say lose 84.91 ducats. Gain 1 base tax in all 4 of these places. That's a decent chunk of base tax. Like, I definitely won't turn my nose up at that. Because importantly, that's going to give me a bigger development that I can use to maybe push my way up into the leaderboard. We're getting closer and closer to being up here, you know? Now this institution now exists here. And we're getting 2.24 per month in this province. Royal marriage offer from Hormuz, sure thing. Royal marriage offer from Medina, great. How many states can I have? Let me have a look at the old government here. Is it in here? I'm trying to remember. I found it before, but I keep forgetting where it is. Number of states. Is it in technology? Ah, here it is. My limit is 15. I have 3 territories. Muscat and the Pirate Coast. So, when is the next ICTA? Quite a while away, so I feel comfortable actually annexing maybe one of my vassals here. What if I annexed Hormuz? Do you have any important claims? You have a core over in Fars, but other than that, it's not really worth it, so I'm going to go ahead and annex you. This will take me 8 years. It'll cost me 456 points of Diplo points. Let's go ahead and get it. I would like to actually switch to this eventually, but it's okay. So how close are we? We are not close at all to embracing that institution actually, so I shouldn't even check. So let's see. Medina has a claim here. And over here. The Japanese tea culture. Very good. It looks like Japan has actually managed to unite itself between two places, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Korea has actually expanded a little bit. Now Ming has gone a bit nuts. Now Ming is going to be a big problem for us eventually, but it'll be... that's a long time in the future. Let's go convert Muscat. Working on stability here. I think we have a good little nation going here. I mean, we're not the biggest nation in the world. We're not a superpower, but we're like a mid-tier power with some potential. You know, once we annex Hormuz, I think we'll have a much more unified nation, and we'll be in position to maybe, you know, drop a few forts and stuff like that. We took a bite out of the Mamluks, which is one of the great powers that needs to be dealt with, right? The Ottomans are obviously like the superpower, and helping them get even bigger is maybe not ideal. But France, for example, hasn't even properly fully unified, and Desmond isn't even like England hasn't even conquered Ireland fully yet, which is pretty terrible. Now Denmark, oh my god, Denmark, Jesus Christ, I didn't even realize Denmark was a huge monstrosity. There's Poland and Lithuania are still doing really well. Now Muscovy is almost becoming Russia. Looks like Russia, they're actually doing a bit of damage up over here, and the Ottomans are moving up into Crimea. And the Ottomans have even started taking bites out of Hungary in that. So Austria's got to watch out. Blobdenberg is starting to form. I'm wondering when Prussia might appear. Denmark has been taking little bites out of Poland and Danzig and all these places. Great Britain has a holding, at least, on the Belgian area. I would really be curious to see what the New World looked like. But right now I can just see, you know, the general sort of stuff. Let's see. Bajan separatists. So Beja, where is that? It's over here. I can't really do anything about that. Let's drill these armies. We need to get that army professionalism back. We'd spent about 10 of it in this war, which is about 10 years worth, I think. Depending. Have we reached our... Yeah, we're at our force limit. So let's core this. How is the institution going? You've got to be very close to being done here. 1550. Thankfully we picked it up in a few of these provinces. I think I'll take the manpower hit, I think. Because gold, I would like to be spending my gold right now. So Quishan is not a terrible place to do this. Somehow the Mamluks aren't a valid rival for us. Now regimental camps might be something we will look into. But we would need to get our manpower up. Let's see, we're losing trade efficiency because we're embargoing. I'm happy to lose that 5%. But it does mean that we're no longer rivals of them. I guess I must have fallen down in power. There's Mushasha. Once I get rid of Hormuz, I could look into getting another ally over here. Although, Jesus Christ. Some of these nations are getting quite big, so we need to be careful over there. Diplomat from Ethiopia has been discovered while building a spy network. Alright. We're continuing to build a spy network in the Mamluks because we're hoping for cheaper tech, and we're getting, you know, about 10% out of it. But like I said, until we have that institution, I'm going to focus on... I think I might try to finish aristocratic ideas because the leader siege would be quite good above all else. Now the monthly prestige will also be quite good. It'll mean our prestige will have a natural sort of high level in terms of its equilibrium. So let's turn Mecca into a state. Even though it won't do a whole lot for us, what we can do is we can set it to centralization effect. It'll make it cost a little bit more, but it'll be more useful sooner. And then we can go into Mecca and do... What was I going to do? Core it properly, I think. There we go. Now we've got cores on Mecca. Which is quite nice. I'm sort of outstripping Adal, I think. 337. We're almost on the board, which will be very useful to be a great power. We're making a heap of money. Oh, it's because one of our guys died. Now, do we want to get a level 2 thingy, or do we want to get a level 2 one of these? I think I'd actually like to get a level 2 diplomat guy. And we'll just stick with a level 1 military guy. So I think that'll give me a better spread. I need to get this number up. Did I pick a rival? If I pick Mercuria, I could always just fabricate on them and get to conquering a bit of them. That'll give me some power projection, so let's get to work on that. That'll be our next big target. We'll grab Mercuria. Now we are trying to recover our manpower, but we'll be fine. Okay, growth of the printing industry. The ability to mass-produce the written word would revolutionize the spread of the information, and in many ways the early modern society as a whole. Pioneered by Renaissance men such as Venetian printer Aldus Manutius, the new art helped fuel the Renaissance by making translated classics more widely available. Later, the Reformation benefited greatly from the ability to spread critical publications and translations of holy scriptures. Now that printing has matured as a technique and spread throughout Europe, editions have grown hundreds of thousands of copies of everything from religious to political pamphlets to instructions in how to behave or scientific treatises are circulating around the continent. With print shops growing, ever more commonplace rulers have found it hard to contain the new technique, as it is comparatively easy means of production means censorship can be sidestepped by moving a business across a border or even just changing the name on the title page. So, that is the printing press. I wonder where it originated. Let's have a look at that institution. As expected, it formed in Germany. Non-trade company and state religion is Protestant or Reformed. Provinces Protestant or Reformed. European 20 development capital. So it's spreading to... Now, printing press spreads a little bit quicker, I believe, than normal. Than you would normally expect of an institution, because it can spread to the capitals of these nations. Now, out of curiosity, if I were to come in here, would this give me for both? No, it would only give me for colonialism, which is interesting. I definitely don't think I count as European. But the good news about printing press is global trade is going to unlock a lot of cool stuff yet. But as an institution, we almost have the ability to embrace colonialism. So where can this one emerge? I'm trying to remember. It used to tell you how it can emerge. I forget how it is. Oh well. We have plenty of money saved up for the embracement, which is good. I'm looking forward to that. Colonialism is present in Zabid. Okay, we can embrace the institution. It'll cost me 561 ducats. Let's embrace it. This will be the best time to get some techs out in particular. Like if we look here, what's the cost of this? 370 power. Countries wish to hire my condottieri. So Mercuria is no longer a valid rival. Let's go back to the Mamluks. And now we're getting the privateers against Mamluks bonus again, which is giving us plus 1 point per thing. Building a spy network against them. We have a truce with them for another 7 years. We might want to go to war with them again. Might not be the worst idea. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll fabricate claims on these two provinces over here. Jeddah and Makkah. There goes our stability. So now we have actually a fairly well-balanced sultan, but we lost our level 2 diplomat, which is very annoying because I had just paid for him and I'm going to have to pay this price again. Let me talk to the merchants. If only he wasn't level 3. Let's go for trade efficiency. That's the one that'll pay for itself the most. So that'll bring us up to 8 points. So we're getting a decent number of points now. Let's have national decisions. Now, I was hoping to stay sort of on the... I was hoping to stay on sort of the mysticism side of things, but I think these bonuses are too good to stay there. Like, yearly prestige, very, very good. And then national unrest, very, very good. So we'll take those two. Leader is quite good. He also has monthly war exhaustion, which is very, very handy, because we do have a bit of this. See. Okay, so we have a choice here. Sheikh ul Islam. So this is the thing that we do usually. So do we want to move towards legalism here? I think we were planning on going the mysticism route. Because we do have some provinces that need converting. I think we'll move towards mysticism because again we want to keep converting. And the morale of armies is quite useful, as well as the fort defense. But ideally I would be on the legalist side. Hopefully that won't give me corruption. Nope. So that's new Muslim musketeers. Truce with Ethiopia has ended. I don't think I want any more of Ethiopia's land. Manpower is recovering now at a nice clip. We do have decreased drafting though, that's causing a bit of an issue. Although I need to be careful because I know I have a special bonus. The coffee Arabica over here, which is giving me a bunch of coffee. Ah, come on, you're joking me. Really? Another stability hit? This is so expensive in terms of what my game plan needs to be. Well, look, it's just the way it is. How's the institution embracing going? There we go. Very nice. It'll fill up all these provinces nice and quick. Now, embracing an institution, unfortunately, does mean that other people get it faster too. And it was fairly expensive, actually, to pull it off. But I think it's going to be worth it in the long term. So let's go up to speed 4 here. We don't have a whole huge amount of what we want to be doing. I don't think we care about Wait, do we care about fabricating in Mercuria? Well, I mean, I guess it's free land. It shouldn't cost us much, and we won't need to have anyone join us in the war. I guess I will send a diplomat. Our natural scientist died. We'll just do yearly inflation reduction again, because that'll bring this down nicely. So again, we're kind of waiting for things to stabilize. We're waiting to get our money up a little bit. We're waiting to get our manpower up a little bit. I would like to be around 20k manpower before I really did anything too crazy. We're also trying to convert a few provinces, but this is now stuck until we can get more mysticism. Okay, Jesus Christ, finally a decent ruler. A 453. Not exactly mind-blowingly good, but he's decent. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, though, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.